Hey there, and welcome to Dawn Catalyst. I'm so glad you're joining me today as we explore a topic that can completely transform your productivity, habits, and overall success: designing your environment. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever set a goal to eat healthier, only to find yourself reaching for that bag of chips sitting right on your counter? Or maybe you've promised yourself you'd focus on that important project, but somehow ended up scrolling through social media for hours. Well, here's the truth that most people miss: willpower isn't enough. The environments we create around us are constantly influencing our decisions, often without us even realizing it. Today, we're going to explore how to intentionally design your spaces to work for you, not against you. Before we dive deeper, I want to thank you for being part of this growing community. Here at Dawn Catalyst, we explore one transformative topic every single day that can help you become your best self. If you're finding value in these daily insights, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you never miss our daily uploads. Your support means everything, and it helps us continue creating content that sparks meaningful change in your life. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you. I read all your comments and try to incorporate your suggestions into future topics. Now, let's get back to today's exploration of environmental design for success. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you consciously thought about how your environment affects your behavior? Most of us don't. Research from behavioral science shows that we make over 35,000 decisions every day, and most of these happen automatically, influenced by what's around us. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, calls this environment design and suggests that our surroundings can make our good habits inevitable rather than optional. Here's a simple example. In one study, people ate 22% more food when using larger plates compared to smaller ones. They weren't consciously deciding to eat more, their environment made that decision for them. This principle applies to every area of our lives. Your physical space, digital environment, and even the people around you are constantly nudging you toward certain behaviors. So, instead of fighting against your environment, what if you designed it to make success the path of least resistance? Let's start with your physical spaces. Take a moment to visualize the place where you work or study. What do you see there? Is it cluttered or organized? What's within arm's reach? Here's where we get practical. The objects in your immediate environment should align with your goals, not distract from them. If you want to read more, place books in visible locations around your home while keeping the TV remote in a drawer. If you're trying to eat healthier, put fruits in a beautiful bowl on your counter and store less healthy options in hard-to-reach places. One of my viewers shared how simply placing her workout clothes and shoes beside her bed transformed her morning routine. When she woke up, the path of least resistance was to put them on and go for a run, rather than reaching for her phone. What's one change you could make to your physical environment today? Pause for a moment and think about it. Maybe it's creating a dedicated workspace or removing a major distraction from your primary spaces. Now, let's talk about something that impacts all of us: our digital environment. The average person spends over 4 hours on their phone daily, often without intentional planning. Your phone's home screen, notification settings, and app layout are either working for you or against you. Which is it? Try this: imagine your phone as real estate. Prime locations, your home screen, should only feature apps that contribute to your goals. Move distracting apps to folders on secondary screens or delete them altogether. Consider this real-life example. When I moved social media apps off my home screen and into a folder called Intentional Use, my daily screen time dropped by 40% in just 1 week. I wasn't making moment-by-moment decisions to use my phone less. My environment was doing the work for me. Your digital environment extends beyond your phone too. Is your computer desktop organized? Have you customized your browser to minimize distractions? Do you use tools like website blockers during focused work periods? Remember, these aren't just productivity hacks. They're strategic decisions that align your digital environment with your larger goals. Now for perhaps the most powerful environmental factor of all: the people around you. There's a saying that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. While that may be oversimplified, research consistently shows that our behaviors, ambitions, and even our sense of what's possible are heavily influenced by our social circles. Think about your closest relationships. Do these people support your goals and aspirations? Do they challenge you to grow? Or do they reinforce habits you're trying to change? Creating a supportive social environment doesn't mean cutting people out of your life. Instead, it might mean being more intentional about who you seek advice from, finding communities of people with similar goals, communicating your aspirations to friends and family so they can support you, setting boundaries around relationships that consistently derail your progress. One viewer shared how joining our Dawn Catalyst community Discord helped her finally establish a consistent meditation practice after years of trying. Why? Because suddenly she was surrounded by people who viewed meditation as normal and necessary, not optional or strange. Who in your life makes you feel like your best self? How could you spend more time with them this week? Let's make this actionable with a quick exercise. Grab a piece of paper or open a notes app if you're able to pause the video. If not, just think through these questions. 1. What's one goal you're currently working toward? 2. How is your current environment making this goal easier or harder to achieve? 3. What's one small change you could make to your physical environment today to support this goal? 4. What's one adjustment you could make to your digital environment? 5. Is there someone in your life who exemplifies or supports this goal that you could connect with this week? The beauty of environmental design is that you only have to make these decisions once, and they'll continue working for you day after day. For example, if you want to drink more water, simply placing a full water bottle on your desk each morning is a one-time decision that makes hydration easier all day long. If you want to read instead of watching TV, placing books on your coffee table and hiding the remote creates an environment that gently guides you toward your goal. Remember, you don't have to overhaul everything at once. Start with one small change and build from there. As we wrap up today's topic, remember this: designing your environment isn't about perfectionism or control. It's about setting yourself up for success by making good decisions easier and bad decisions harder. Your willpower is a limited resource. Why exhaust it fighting against your environment when you could design spaces that naturally guide you toward your goals? I'd love to hear from you. What's one environmental change you're planning to implement after watching this video? Share in the comments below, and you might inspire someone else in our community. Tomorrow, we'll be exploring another daily topic that can help you catalyze positive change in your life. Until then, remember that small environmental adjustments can lead to massive results over time. This is Dawn Catalyst, empowering your journey one day at a time. See you tomorrow.